Good morning, all. Good morning. Good morning, and happy Sunday to all of you. Are you happy? Well, I haven't got any. I think you set up, so I just came out to say thank you to all of you, and to the Anambra and to Nigerians. Well, this is a moment to say congratulations to the Anambra. You have spoken. 4 years ago, you spoke. You gave us your mandate. And then, of course, Anambra experimented the first time with beavers in that election. Extremely very low turnout. You elected us with 112,000 votes. In this one, you spoke loudly. This election and this victory is not just victory, it is history made. Big history. Because in the history of Anambra's politics, you look at the bit in terms of the percentage of registered voters that voted in this election, about 22%. Never before. You've broken the 20% glass ceiling, as it were. In terms of percentage of votes actually also made to any incumbent. This is the third time a governor has been re-elected in Anambra's history since the beginning of this republic, since 1999. In 2010, you re-elected a governor with about 31% of the votes cast. In 2017, you re-elected a governor with 56% of the votes cast. In this one, they were very emphatic, very, very emphatic by re-electing a governor. Yours sincerely, and my deputy, Dr. Onyeka Chukwuibezim, with 73% of the votes cast. We're very humbled by this, a show of solidarity, show of support, and your very emphatic statement that you stand with us. We applied for this job. You employed us 4 years ago, and we were sworn in probably three and a half years ago. And all I can say to you, like we said throughout the campaign, is that you haven't said anything yet. Well, look at the results. Out of 326, so probably about 321. 21 governments over 21. So we used to say 21 over 21. This one will probably be in terms of the wards, about 97%, 98% of the wards that you secured. Through the campaign, and the Americans will say you ain't seen nothing yet. I want to say it again and again loudly, that with this trust, in partnership with all our stakeholders, in partnership with you in the Anambra, in partnership with religious leaders, with our traditional and community leaders, with our businessmen and women, in partnership with men and women of the Anambra, we, over the next 4 years, can say loudly that we ain't seen nothing yet. We ain't seen nothing. As I promised you, we're turning on to gear 4 in our employment for the next 4 years. And then again, a sense of gratitude. Gratitude to the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, for being a very true Democrat. He's demonstrated very firmly. He said so severally, but all mean to guarantee free, fair, transparent election. And so we commend you and thank you, Mr. President, for being a very true Democrat and realize that we are in a true multi-party democracy. Let the votes count, and the people spoke loudly here in Anambra. To the Independent National Electoral Commission, I must very specifically thank you, and thank in particular the new INEC chairman, Professor Joash Ojo Amopitan, SAN. This is your very first outing As the saying goes, you don't have a second chance to create a first impression. And I am very excited that your very first impression is a very emphatic one. INEC delivered. Every election here in Anambra has been getting better and better and better. And it is fair to say that this is the best that you have organized so far in Anambra. The by-election in August was super, and this is even a massive improvement even on that. And I therefore thank the new leadership, the leadership of INEC, all the national commissioners, the resident electoral commissioner, and all the recs that came for the election, the directors, and the other staff of INEC that actually came through. There were all manner of propaganda and rumors about some people having written results and they were going to swap results, they were going to do this. Aside from one or two cases of maybe some collation officers who made away with result sheets but were eventually apprehended or gotten substitutes. I think the election was a resoundingly free, fair, transparent, and I'm sure very credible. So I appreciate INEC and say, may this be a foretaste of better things to happen, to continue to happen in our electoral system. And let me also particularly appreciate the ICT department of INEC, because by about midnight yesterday, they had uploaded more than 99% of the results from the polling units on the IREV, which is quite unprecedented. And I want to particularly single that out for commendation, because everybody was then downloading the results real time and compiling, so that by midnight, we already knew where this result was headed. So INEC, kudos to you, and may Anambra continue to win. It's the foundation to our democratic system. And then finally, to my opponents, my brothers and sisters who contested this election, this is the Anambra way. I think 16 of us were on the ballot, and obviously one person would win. And we have had fun, the Anambra way. The way we fight here in Anambra, we fight as if there will be no tomorrow. But we'll still meet after the battle, after the fights, at the next wedding ceremonies, and the next wedding ceremony and traditional weddings, funerals, and share bottles of drinks and so on and so forth, and crack jokes. The Anambra spirit is different. The Anambra spirit is what unites us. Let's, in brotherhood, embrace each other, and let's move forward. I extend my hand of fellowship, and that we're prepared to work with all of you for the greater good of the Anambra. That is the only thing that drives us. That's why I applied for the job, is to be able to ensure that together, working with all of you and within the Anambra, we'll live this better than we met it. That's what drives us every day, and I believe that's what drove each and every one of you to apply also. Have spoken. Let's get back to work. For me, I've already no minute lost, even during the campaign. Even last night as the coalition was going on, I was even making calls. I spoke to the Commissioner for Budget last night, talking about the budget outlines that I want to start discussing from this night and so on, even tomorrow. I'm back to office, work tomorrow, as usual. I am back to office, work tomorrow, as usual. It's a 24/7 assignment, and we can't wait. The Anambra cannot wait, because the job to be done is still a lot. It's an assignment with a deadline. And may Anambra continue to win. May Nigeria continue to win. And God bless Anambra State. Bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much, and God bless you. lot of their importance, actually very decisive. Because I like. No. You know, as we spoke on this, that is a particular team that we, it's not out of a lot of their importance, actually very decisive, because INEC, couldn't deliver, even with the best of intentions, if the security agencies didn't come through. I must commend all the security forces, the Nigerian police, the army, the DSS, the civil defense, the Navy, and our own local security force, the Agoda Chamber. They all came through. But even on this, I also recognize the, not with sadness, the sad news of some hoodlums that went to a community in Owarizukala, just at the outskirts, the border with Imo. And we understand they came from across the border, caused mayhem, accosted him and shot him dead. That's a councillor, chieftain at the border there. Very unfortunate. May his soul rest in peace. And to the security forces, we'll say big kudos, because without you, it would have been difficult to have free, fair, transparent election. Thank you very much.